Hi everyone, welcome to another show of the Spinners Lounge, and with this particular show, I'm kind of happy because obviously he's a good friend of mine, and the truth is we should have done this a long time ago, but I think it was time. Let things build up in it.
Let things build up.
Straight.
Sometimes the right time, right place.
Yeah, man. So it's good to finally actually do it with him. But as with every Spinners Lounge, what we do is we gotta let them introduce themselves. So please let the people know who you are.
So I'm Brother Matt. I'm a soulful house DJ in the main. But also do Afro house, disco house, and sort of really. It has to be soulful. As long as it's soulful, I'm good to go.
Well, only house though, or do you play other stuff?
Well, to be fair, I do play other stuff, but I will come on to that later on, obviously, when we go into. But I do play other stuff, but generally, if we're talking about on a weekly basis, it's going to be Soulful House.
Okay, cool. Right, with the Spinners Lounge, usually it's been either finding the DJ or letting them apply. In this particular case, it was neither. What is, me and Matthew, we go way back. And it's fair to say, sometimes you say, oh, someone's a good friend, but really you have to think deep. Are we good friends? No, he's my good friend. He's been DJing for a very long time, and what probably we're going to talk about is just finding out more about him, really about the music and all the kind of stuff he does as well in terms of DJing and the music. So with the Spinners Lounge, Matt, we always start off with youth, where you grew up. So
yep.
Where did you... I know where you grew up, but for the audience, just let them know where you sort of grew up and sort of where you hung around.
Well, basically, I was brought up in Plaistow, East London. That was where I was born and raised until about 3-4 years old. But I've always been in East London all my life. Moved about here and there, north, bit of west, bit of south. But generally, always come back to East.
That's where home
East
is home, isn't it? That's the bottom line. Yeah, so generally, like he said, he's grown up in East London most of his life. Obviously, he's lived other places, but we kind of went to school together as well. Yeah. Kind of, there's a core group of us that all went to the same school and we've all been close. So I've known you obviously from school in St. Bonaventures in Forest Gate, but you see them days, right? Yeah. Obviously we used to hang, but it weren't until sort of maybe as in the old terms, you used to say 4th year, 5th year, 3rd year.
No, that's right.
But about
that's
3rd
right.
year, really.
About
Yeah, but we
Black Blazers.
Black Blazers, yeah, upgrade, you know what I mean? So, but in terms of like earliest memories of music, right? Because I kind of remember maybe you being into the soul and that kind of music of that time. That's just me, kind of my own memories. But I just want you to take us through.
So take you back.
Yeah, listen, not too far back. We'll start from, say, St. Bon's days, when we went to school. So from them kind of times, what kind of music was you into? And
well, I think around those times, I was quite a soul boy, to be honest with you. Very hard into my R&B and my hip-hop. So you're talking people like the typical Mary J. Blige, Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys would have been a bit after that.
Well, not really. I suppose so. Yeah, you might be a point, actually. Probably is a bit later.
I'm thinking
Aaliyah is what I'm thinking of, sorry.
Okay.
Your New Jack sort of period.
Yes, I remember. Yes.
De La Soul, all those kind of nice smooth stuff. Nothing too, nothing too lovey-dovey either. But to be fair, after a while, I got a bit sort of disillusioned with the sort of R&B scene. It wasn't as original as it was when I was first listening to it. That's what I found anyway. And as time went on, obviously, you lot was quite a big influence because you lot was quite heavy into your house and garage. So obviously, I think, like you said, when we got to like 14, 15, 16, 17, those kind of times of music sort of changed. Still always been to my soul and R&B and hip-hop, don't get me wrong, that ain't going to change. But yeah, I filtered out, I diverted.
Yeah, like I said, my earliest memories probably like knowing you was that I knew you definitely was into your soul and R&B and the hip-hop. Yeah. But it was kind of not really because you was DJing then, but then.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I was a DJ. I consider myself a music collector. I think that's the best way for me to say it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I mean, because you would never hear my name anywhere.
No, but we're not talking as in DJing as you are now. We're talking about as in you was getting into it because I'm sure you used to do little bits and bobs.
I did used to do little bits and bobs for friends or family, but I wouldn't ever call myself professional those times. It literally was I've got tunes, I'll play you tunes basically.
Okay.
But like I said, the development, obviously, as we'll talk about as we go on, come much later on. But I said around those times, like I said, I think the music was good. I wasn't too much into the house scene at all. I didn't follow it. I think, like I said, you lot probably, obviously, when I say you lot, our school friends, had probably quite a big influence on that as we was growing up. But in general, yeah, if you was gonna come in my car, you're listening to R&B hip hop.
Yeah, straight. No, that is definitely true. I definitely remember that.
Yeah.
I think for me anyway, I kind of, from early days, I was never, because remember as well, there used to be the parties, innit? Like Little Blues.
You had the house parties.
Yeah,
definitely.
Definitely. So, them kind of times, I was always into like the drum and bass or the hardcore, the jungle and all that. So, like the house thing started creeping in maybe about
later.
Yeah, a little bit later still, but obviously, kind of now and again, you get the odd little bits and bobs, right, thrown in. But, that was generally, so, with that, right, when did it kind of become a thing, right, saying to get to become a DJ, or then did you start thinking, right, you know what, I can do this?
Yeah.
Because that's one thing that's kind of, I try to think about, when? Because I just remember all of a sudden you was then just doing stuff. Do you know what I mean?
You're right. I mean, the thing is with me, I'm quite, I wouldn't say quiet is the right word, not even reserved, but I keep myself to myself. Yeah, I'm quite a private person.
100% I agree with that.
So even though, for example, I've always collected tunes from probably about 11 years old, so I've got, loads and loads of CDs, etc. When it comes to soulful house or the house scene, I think I vividly remember it actually changed. I think it was about, I was actually quite a late bloomer, to be honest with you, in the DJ world anyway, definitely so. I was probably in my early 20s when we went to, I think you was with us actually as well. We went to, a friend of ours introduced us to a place called WKD Bar in Camden.
Oh, yeah.
It's all flooding back.
Yeah. Oh, no. Things that happen, let's just keep, WKD Bar. It's called,
it's called something else now, but
it's quite a popular name, but I can't remember what it's. Yes.
Anyway, there was a little Sunday event, probably from about 4 till 11, 4 till 10, that kind of region.
Yeah, I remember.
There was a fella called Brother Nick, funny enough, and he was the DJ there. So anyway, we started going to this place, WK, and I thought, actually, these tunes are all right. The more I went, more I enjoyed myself. So, you know what? I think I like this soulful house business, So I started, obviously, researching, getting into it more, trying to understand who the people were. Because the things with those kind of scenes is because there's so many people in it. It's not like mainstream where you can just find people easy. With a click of a finger.
You
really have
it's
to
underground, isn't it?
It's underground.
It's underground. It's
so you might hear a tune, you can't find who. You don't
no,
know
but
who sings
you see that go right. WKD, them times there.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, this was pre SoundCloud, pre Mixcloud.
That's right.
Shazam, as we know Shazam now, wasn't there. I think you could do on the phone. I think you could do 3690 hash or something like that. But I don't know if even them times it was around.
It wasn't a big thing at that time.
No.
It wasn't a big thing at all.
But then you saying that's where the record shops and also private radio played a big important, because sometimes you'd go out, you hear a tune and you think, oh, it's lost now, and then a couple of weeks later you hear it on the radio and you'd be like, oh, I remember that tune. So it was difficult, definitely.
It was difficult.
Very, very difficult, because it's an underground scene, isn't it? Really,
it is.
So
I mean, there's a lot of times, like I say, I hear tunes and you think to yourself, who's played that? I'm not the kind of person to go up to a DJ and say what tune.
Fans.
I want DJs to do their job. Leave them alone. Let them get on with it. They don't need the pressure of punters coming up in a minute, telling them, you know what, mate, what's this tune? Can you play this?
Yeah.
So anyway, like I said, after a while, probably about 3, 4, 5 years even of collecting tunes. I did actually plan to be a DJ. I just always liked tunes. I've always been a collector. It's a hobby. But to be fair, it was actually a few friends that pushed me. And one in particular, he saw an advertisement for radio station for looking for DJs.
Okay.
And at that time it was Touch FM.
Okay.
So contact me, said, look, they're looking for DJs. Get in touch. So I got in touch with them. Basically, they said to me, I'll send them a mix. Sent them a mix. 10 minutes later, the guys, yes, can you start next week? And that's how my story started. So, like you said, I just come out of the blue, but I wasn't someone who was sort of telling my story to.
No, you wasn't.
My people. I was keeping it quite low key.
No, I wouldn't say look. He just got on with it. Because I
For
remember
want of a better word. Yeah,
that's you to a T. If I have to be truthful, you kind of you're just a guy who just gets on with it. But
that's right.
He did come as a surprise. Not as a surprise because you was DJing.
Yeah.
What came as a surprise was because, like I said, I've got memories. Maybe I don't know. Maybe where I got them from, but I always had memories that you was already DJing, but not as in the capacity of on the radio. No,
well, you're right. I was DJ, but I would call myself. I suppose the best way to call it is a bedroom DJ.
Yeah. No, but I just had always this impression that okay, like you said, maybe bedroom, but you always did. Just little things. I did. I
always had little things now and again. That's right. Yeah, always had little things.
I'll say was a surprise to me was the fact that he was then from the soul and the R&B. And actually, it's quite nice because WKD, that brings up memories.
You remember it, yeah?
Yeah, Brother Nick, because there was Brother Nick, and there was, I can't remember the other DJ.
I can't remember the DJ, but I always remember this guy where you made him Gasoline Man because he had a cap which looked like he was from Texas. Silly things you come out with when you go out, but he was called Gasoline Man.
No, I remember that night quite well actually because that's the time. Anyway, I won't like to talk about my.
We won't divulge into too much about.
Into what my state of mind was, but I can remember playing the bongos and just letting them marry. And he said to me,
there you go. That's right. You're right.
Have a go. Cool. That's right. Cool. So, you obviously then the DJing has really started from the radio.
That's right, yeah.
Cool,
right, yeah.
Cool. So, Touch FM, right? From there, what was the experience like being on Touch FM now? Because remember, you've been in your bedroom now.
That's right.
You're now on the airwaves now, right?
That's right. It's a different kettle of fish. It's a whole new education, to be honest with you. And luckily for me, I'm not one of these people who take things for granted. You know, and definitely. I like to learn.
No, true.
So I want to do my so-called apprenticeship, as it will call.
Yeah.
But I was, I look back now and I listen to some of the recordings and I just shake my head because I was shouting down the mic and screaming, and it was just the mixing wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
But obviously that comes from because someone else's equipment. And that's the thing you have to get used to. Even mic work. I never talked on the mic before. No. But you're expected us to do it.
Yeah.
You've had the practice. But it's something you have to learn as you go along.
It's a good place to learn, though, isn't it? Really, because I'm thinking about it. Well, one of the things that I've learned doing the Spinners Lounge is that it's one thing to think, all right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do a bit of film, I'm going to do a bit of talking. But when you've got it staring at you, and there's no problem, it's just a camera, it's just a piece of bloody whatever, you know what I mean? But it kind of just makes you go yourself, and then the person you are, you kind of shrink in. So it takes a lot to actually go on the radio and obviously engage with them and keep them, you know what I'm saying? So how long was you on Touch FM for?
I was on Touch FM, for probably about a year and a half, I would say, around that. And then that disbanded. From there, I think my next venture was on a radio station called Heights Live. That was based in North London. Probably on there for 8 months to a year again. And then from there, I went into Unknown FM, which is a good move for me because it's much more to be. And then this is not taking any. It's not disrespecting the previous stations, but it was much more professional. The DJs on there was much higher caliber. A lot of them were older, so you were learning different things. Like I said, even how to actually talk on a mic in a different way. Like I said, on the other stations, it was much more shouty, screamy.
But was that because of the station, or was that just because of you learning?
I think it was me learning, but also the other people on the station as well. So you think that what they're doing is the correct way to do it. So you follow what you're hearing. Because, they're getting the people coming through, they've got the followers. But actually, from the person I am, I'd like to take a professional approach with things like that. I like it's quite polished.
Definitely, I agree with that. So Unknown FM basically really kind of helped make sense of it a bit more.
Totally so. Because they was on the kind of premise that you have to talk English if you come on this station. That was one of the first rules. You can't come on there talking. You can be Chinese, Japanese, from Norway. As long as you talk English, it's fine. If you start talking street language, it's not going to work on there. So that taught me a lot. And then I think I found myself, because that was more me anyway. That's talking street, but you got to have
there's a time and place.
There's a time and a place, exactly.
And
I think the kind of music that I do, it's not really street-based kind of talk anyway. It is straight up.
It's mature music.
It's mature music.
Definitely.
Exactly.
Very,
That's right.
very mature music.
It's mature music. It's music for the soul. So.
Yeah. You just gotta be. And when I say mature, you don't necessarily have to be old.
You don't have to be old. No.
Just a mature mindset.
Exactly.
You know,
that's
like me, because everyone sometimes when people don't like house, they might listen to this thing. It's just noise, but you know, they be able to kind of have the maturity to sit and understand, listen to what these producers are trying to do. With
That's right.
What maybe sounds simple or noisy or whatever. You know what I mean? So
it's true, and I think as you get older as well, what I found is, I don't know if you found this as well. This is just in music in general. I hear different things in music now when I listen to it than when I was a teenager. I hear different sounds, different elements, different percussions or drums. You know, that I didn't used to hear. But as I got older, I found that I was much more in tune with instruments.
Okay, do you reckon that could be because you've been playing music really for a very long time now, and where you're always listening to tunes, you're now sort of ready in your mind to kind of listen for things that are unique, because you know every little sound change is important, especially if you're coming to mix and where you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's true. Do
you reckon being a DJ has developed that side?
I think it's a bit of both, to be honest. You're right. I think that's very true. Where you've been around music for so long, you hear, like I said, you hear it in a different way. But I think it's also some maturity.
No, true, definitely. Yeah.
You see music in a different way from 13 years old to whatever age I am now.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but yeah, it's true. I mean, it's been a good learning curve. Don't get me wrong. Radio has been a good thing. And then at the moment, I'm on Live FM UK for the last year and a half or so.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my radio journey so far.
No, it's been a good journey. Obviously, I've always been following you anyway, because when you can people don't say this wrong, but he's my number one. Not number one. He's one of my favorite DJs because he's my friend. Simple.
Told me from time. Told me a few years ago.
Yeah, man.
It's a lovely thing to hear. Lovely thing to hear.
No, I was telling you that's brother. Anyway, we ain't got much time to start going into things.
We'll get to the bromance right now. We'll leave that alone.
Yeah, not for the cameras. Right. You've played out as well, isn't it? Obviously, because it's not just the radio, right?
That's right.
You've played out. So, and then obviously, when did this playing out? When did that start?
Well, that's the funny. Like I said earlier on, I didn't plan to be a DJ on radio or a DJ in clubs or bars. Yeah. I just enjoy music, but I set myself a challenge. I said to myself after I did get on radio, I said, okay, you know, it's sort of baby steps. I said, right, we've been so much of a time. I want to play in a bar in the city or a bar in the West End. Yeah, I was doing private events, doing a lot of events for friends and stuff. The old christening. You know what I mean? The old christening. That was, to be fair, that was live. You know, people enjoyed it. I got a round of applause at the end. So, you know.
Number one DJ in the band.
I can't argue.
Trust me.
So, I just set myself like little goals, you know, because it is, I think people don't realise, I think that, for me anyway, it was quite a big thing to be a DJ, be in front of everyone looking at you and watching what you're doing.
Yeah, you put yourself in the front line.
Exactly, you're the centre of attention. And, you know, if you're not, I won't say strong-minded, but if you're not got that confidence, you can't do it. So there were times when in the beginning, like I was clanging all over the place. I'm sweating and you don't know where to look. And I knew some decent DJs who were in my friend groups as well. And I'm like, well, the pressure's on. So, you know, you have to step up to the plate. But you've got to make mistakes to
definitely,
learn.
but
you know?
I'll testify to that.
I will tell any DJ who's up and coming, don't be afraid to learn mistakes, to find your own style as well. And that's so important. You've got to find your own style, find your own groove, and be original. Don't follow fashion. You know, music is so wide and varied. You can always find your own little avenue, your own little box to sit yourself in.
Definitely.
So yeah, like I said, like you said, I've digressed slightly, but yeah, I've played in a lot of good, decent bars in the city in the West End now. Played a Broad once, funny enough.
Okay, that's good.
Germany for a little something, nothing too major, but you know, like I said, these are all little goals. You know,
yeah, no, brother, you know what, you gotta get something out of it, and it's nice to obviously hear that you have got those goals, because some people might just set themselves right. I was for the DJ, and that's maybe it, and just sort of, you know, kind of walk through it the whole process. Yeah, but it's nice to know that you had goals. Right. In terms of playing out, right, and obviously you play out a lot, and like you said, you've played out quite a few places and abroad. What is it like playing at somewhere like Classics? Obviously, because the Classics is a sort of promotion. It's been going on for like quite a few years.
Years and years.
Is it more than 10 years?
It's got to be.
I think it must be. I think it's got to be.
It's got to be at least 15 years, I would say, personally. Early 20s, I think we started going Classics.
Because I have to say, for like, there's probably lots of promotions and a lot of nights that people will know and have as their favourites. Yeah. For me, if you go to one of his parties, it's absolutely roadblock. It's chocker, and like I said, he's been doing it for years. And you're kind of, I don't want to put words and makeup, but you are one of the main resident DJs in the house thing. So what's it like playing? Because that crowd is traditionally not a house crowd. Not traditionally but a house crowd. It's a big promotion, which brings a lot of people in. And when you do go, obviously I've been in the common room when you're headlining or when you're playing in there. There's a big crowd in there. So what's it like kind of playing in that crowd, and how do you change your style?
I do change my style, if I'm being totally honest with you. Because I think it's important, you know, like I said, the punters come through the door, you know, they have I suppose, they want to hear certain kind of tunes. But at the same time, I want to make sure I stay true to myself. So I'll play soulful that they won't know, but also bring in some house beats that they do know, or the typical kind of tunes, you know, that everybody knows. Because like I said, you have to. They pay money. They want to hear tunes that they're used to. But I want to educate people as well. Of course. At the same time. Of course. You know, I do make sure half of my set is tunes, new tunes, or tunes that people don't know. Yeah. But yeah, Classics is a wicked event, to be honest with you. It's one of those events you don't get any trouble in. People, nice. It isn't like you said a typical house rate or event at all.
I think that's what makes it all right, because I think for me, obviously, I do listen to all styles of music, but then I wouldn't necessarily go and party to every style of music. I'm strictly everyone who knows music house, but when you go there, I think he's managed to bring the nice blend of the two together. Totally so you kind of, if you want to beat your house, you go over there. You want your R&B. So it's been cool. Because obviously we're going to be running out of time. We've been chatting for ages, man. We could probably chat for a very long time. But obviously, right, you're on the radio. You've played out. Obviously, the Soulful Scriptures, your series.
Soulful Scriptures series.
It's been going for a while as well. And obviously, we're doing little things and bobs for the AUDIOROCKTV.
That's right.
But what is the future, really? Like, what's
the future for Brother Matt?
Yeah, not that. Because look, I can envision you playing out for a long time. That's not going to end anytime soon, no. But in terms of like the radio, obviously you're going to keep with the radio. Are you going to maybe try and get a few more spots, or is it not really a concern, really, or just you're happy as you are, just doing your little thing?
I think that's the biggest problem with me. I don't push myself enough, and people tell me this all the time. You know, month after month, they tell me, I'm good, how good I am, or they enjoy my mixes. You know, where am I playing out? I mean, I've turned down events literally because they want me to play too much of a diversion, so it's too much commercial, or I'll pass on to other DJs. Because I want to keep my brand, I suppose, the best way. Yeah, I know it sounds a bit too far fetched.
No, that's not. You know me, what I think.
I know what you think, but for the audience purpose, So for me personally, I think at the end of this year, beginning next year, I'll be pushing myself a lot more on the promotional side of it. Getting more advertisements out there, getting more mixes, more videos, just to basically push the name out there. Because the things with Soulful House and the events, they're very niche, and it's quite, I won't say clicky, but people have got their crew. So it's hard to infiltrate those crews. So if anything, I'll probably start my own thing eventually.
Do you know what? Honestly, right, as you was talking now, my mind just drifted and I thought, you know what? I swear, you just need to just do your own.
That's right. That's right.
You know that I think. You got enough more. You could have your own event. Really.
I think so, and there's nothing stopping me from doing it. It's literally just me pushing
myself.
Planning,
really. Planning in time. Exactly. You know what I mean? But I would definitely look forward to something like that. I think, realistically, probably I would endorse that.
There. No, definitely.
Go and hold your own nights, because, like you said, Soulful House. It's like you said, even though it's a niche, there's not really a lot of people who are. there's people. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to think, oh, there's no one playing soulful house and soulful house nights. It's just that there's not a lot of it.
No, there
isn't. You know what I mean? And then when you go out, house could be anything. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. So I mean, house, you know, is so varied.
Well, I've always said before, there's too many house in house.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true.
You know, so it's difficult, and I don't know. It's rare to find a real soulful night. Yeah. Personally. That's my,
and you know, there is the market for it.
There is definitely a market, you know. But no, that's good. That's that's like I said, we could chat for forever, really. But I think we gotta try and cut the interview because he's gotta go and do a mix now. Because this is what I'm always looking forward to. And just in case of you watching, you're obviously gonna see the mix, but you want to hear some more. There's a playlist that we've got together. It's called Audio Rock and Soulful Scriptures on the YouTube channel. It started off quite about March, May. Well, I think I was being
yeah.
No.
Was it? Yeah, about May.
Yeah. I think I was being a bit ambitious. I was trying to do one every week, but obviously it's not me doing the mix here.
I'm not mixing every week.
Yeah. So but there's previous audio mixes that he's done. Go and check them out, and then obviously, like I said, go and check out his mix he's going to do for us for the Spinners Lounge. It's been lovely talking because, like I said, he's a good friend of mine.
Always a pleasure.
You know what I mean? You know, I know if I ask him to do anything, he will always do it for me. So it was nice to kind of give him the spotlight as well, because obviously this is his thing, what he does. He's been doing it for a long time. Right, with this section, Matt, we gotta be quick, but you gotta tell people where they can find and follow you. Yeah, so that in terms of social media and your music as well. So
basically, obviously you can get me on Facebook, DJ Brother Matt. I've also got a group page on there which is Soulful House Brother Matt. You can get me on SoundCloud. You can get me on Mixcloud. You can get me on Podomatic. And obviously you can get me on AUDIOROCKTV, as he's mentioned. And I think that's it on the social front, the social networking front. So yeah, check me out. You can also do a Google search just under DJ Brother Matt or under Soulful Scriptures, and you'll find me that way as well.
There you go, people. And just in case, just obviously now, if you're playing that anywhere, I will always we will share the links on our social media, so you can always find out where he's playing. In terms of, I don't think he said there's nothing till December, is there?
There's nothing coming up now. I've got a couple of private events, but nothing for public.
Well,
till December, let's say.
But just for anyone, obviously, big shout out to Mark as well and the Classics team.
Yep, big shout out to Mark and Classics.
If you ever hear of Classics Night going on, obviously there's going to be a second room, and 9 out of 10 times, Brother Matt is going to be in the room, obviously with others. So do check out Classics Night. Big shout out to all our friends and everyone else, you know, DJ community, London community, Live FM crew. Yeah. Because that's a big important radio station. Quickly, time.
Oh yeah, of course. Sorry, yeah. So I do a radio slot Sundays 12 till 2. Yep. In the afternoon. So yeah, come and check it out. Yep. 91.8, or you can obviously go on to TuneIn Radio and check Live FM UK, all one word.
Okay, cool. People, this is me, Trudy. This is the Spinners Lounge. It's over and out. Peace.